Hello everyone, welcome in today to Raiders franchise. Today we're going to have 3 games in this episode. My plan is to show off the Texans game the most. Maybe we'll get some highlights from the Giants and Chargers. If not, you'll get to see the box scores and we'll talk through them. This will probably take me a little bit of time, so I'll be different and my background might be a little bit different as I'm recording it. But guys, let's get into this episode. We're going to skip mock draft 1 for now. I'm not completed with draft class quite yet. We don't have any injuries. We stayed healthy during practice. So now we're going to do our roster upgrades. We got Cesar Ruiz. We're going to go straight into power. Let's get his higher overall a little bit higher. Next up, we have Byron Young, and I'm going to go into power rusher for him. I just need to make him a better pass rusher. I think that's why he struggles. Next up, we have backup safety Christopher Smith, and we're going to go into hybrid because that just upgrades you the best overall. And then lastly, we had stud kick returner Gabriel Bowens. And for him, I really do want to go into playmaker because it'll also help him in return. But I think his best path forward is to develop as a slot player because it'll get his actual receiver skills up as he gets +2 catching, 2 short route running as well. Welcome in today to Houston, Texas, as your Las Vegas Raiders are going to take on the Texans and young stud quarterback CJ Stroud. Ray Hobbs is off to a decent start to the season. He does have a lot of turnovers. It's been kind of disappointing seeing us kind of play poorly and, impact him a little bit. Either way, let's get into this one. All right, we're going to start off with the ball as the Texans are booting it down to us. We have Bowens on the return, and we are going to take this one out to start the day. Bowens with a little bit of space, but not enough. That block was missed. Coming out onto the field's Ray Hobbs the fourth. I hid my face cam so you can see everything. He has 5 touchdowns, 4 picks, 602 yards. He's been good. All 4 of those picks came last week as well, as we're going to open up by giving it to Quantel Johnson, who tries to fight ahead. That's a 4-yard gain. That's a good start. 2nd and 6. Hobbs looking to pass. We got Myers open, and that's a good pass to him. He got caught up. I thought we were going to get a big play there, but that's 20 yards. Hobbs looking to pass here. We're just going to check it down. We'll take Hardwick out there in the flats. That's a 4-yard gain. Ray Hobbs on the pull here. Hobbs has all sorts of space. He's at the 20. Is he fast enough to take it to the house? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Raiders. That's going to be a long run by our quarterback, but the Raiders take the lead. We're off to a good start this season. Hiding my face cam again so we can look at Stroud's stats. 3 touchdowns, a pick, 476 yards. This kid's going to be a beast. But truthfully, we already knew that, as they're going to open up by giving it to Damian Pierce on the ground, who is a superstar. And he is a great player. This is going to be a tough matchup for us here, which is why I wanted to show this game off, as that's a TFL. DeMar Cox. Stroud in the gun here on 2nd down, looking to pass. He gets it out quick underneath. That's a short gain. Who is that? Nuke is back with the Texans? I had no idea. I forgot to look at the team first. That's DeAndre Hopkins with the reception on that previous play. I never would have expected that. As there's a sack, CJ Stroud goes down. Divine Diablo. 3rd and 2 now. Hobbs under center. We're going to look to pass here. And we're getting bottled up. Oh, no, that's a sack. We should have checked it down the mayor. I hit the wrong button. Let's take a quick look at this Texans team. Stroud at quarterback, Pierce at running back, Adrian Smith's their backup halfback, Ben Mason. It's Mike Williams, 81. And then they got Nuke back, which is shocking. They still have Dell. They have Rashid Shaheed and John Mechie. This team's still pretty loaded with Dalton Schultz as well. Big 3rd and 4 here. Stroud looking to pass. That's going to go, and that was not caught by Okuda. What are you doing, dude? He didn't even try. Big 3rd and 5 here. For the Raiders, it's going to be play action, and they're going to have an open receiver. That's Jacoby Myers, and he's not open. How did their corner know to stop? Whoa, why were we all the way up there on Hopkins on that? Teron Johnson with the pick. That's a big mistake by Ray Hobbs. I guess you just got to learn in the pros. You can't throw that. Big 3rd and 5 following this turnover. Let's see if Stroud can get a first down, as they're going to get some pressure in there on him. He's on the move, and he's going to throw it late, and he could have had the first down running. That's a big mistake. Let's see if they punt it or go for it. This makes all the sense in the world. They're going to go for this. I would too if I was them, as we get pressure in there. And what happened to Nate Hobbs? What happened? Why didn't you keep covering him? It was man coverage. 1st and 10 now at the 20. You're going to see the rest of this drive as they go to Pierce on the ground. He's cut down after a 3-yard gain. Nuke's going to go in motion here, and they're going to toss it to him. That's going to be Keywan Haas not getting him down. Big play with Divine Diablo. Big 3rd and 6 here. If we hold him to 3, that would be perfect, as it's going to be pressure in there instantly, and that's a bad screen pass. 4th down, we're going to hold them to 3. This should be a chip shot, kicks up, and kick is right down the middle as you expect. Big 3rd down and 8 here for the Raiders. Looking to pass is Hobbs, and he's going to have Myers open. Easy completion, easy 1st down, Raiders. At the end of the 1st quarter, it's going to be 7-3 Raiders, and as you can see, this game's pretty close. We have a significant amount of rushing yards more than them, but that's all off of the run we had with Ray Hobbs. Big 3rd and 7 here. Hobbs looking to pass. He's going to get on the move here and throw it out in the flats. That's going to be Michael Mayer converting. 1st down, Raiders. They're up past midfield. Big 3rd and 11 here. Hobbs by himself in the backfield. We don't care necessarily if we convert as much as we want to get in field goal range, and we convert, and we're in field goal range anyway. Great play, Mayer. Hobbs going to send Rijkaard in motion here. Drop back to pass. Oh, no, that's a bad decision. We're lucky that wasn't picked. I'll admit on that last play, it was supposed to be a pass out to Josh McCollum, as that's Quantel Johnson converting and getting us the 1st down. Hobbs looking to pass here on 1st down. They're going to go out to the flat. That's going to be McCollum dropping it. They say poor accuracy, but he should have had it. In the backfield, it's going to be a pull by Ray Hobbs, and he can't get the edge this time. 3rd and 12, Hobbs. He's going to pass. They're going to go out quick. That's going to be McCollum, and he's short. I thought he could get there. That's okay, though. We're going to attempt this field goal. That's up and good. Daniel Carlson's going to give us a 10-point lead. That's like a 32-yard try. Oh, no. Hobbs. Nuke is gone on that one. We're lucky we caught up to him. That's a huge play for the Texans. Sorry if you heard my dogs in the background on that play. It's going to be 2nd down. We're going to hand it off. That's Dameon Pierce getting the carry, and we're on defense, so I don't know why I said that, but it's still a short game. 2nd and 9. They're remaining in the gun. They do have 2 tight ends in the game. It is a pass for C.J. Stroud, and that's a touchdown. Mike Williams holds on with the tough coverage by Nate Hobbs. He did a good job. He was all over him. Just nice play by Mike Williams. Bowens on the return. Bowens has some space up the middle. Gabriel Bowens is going to get another kick return touchdown. He has one man to beat who's catching him. 10-5 touchdown, Raiders. They're going to extend and retake the lead today. It's going to be 17-10. Let's see if we can get the stop on this drive. Hopefully they don't get down the field as quick as they did last time. That was kind of on me anyway, as we're getting some pressure on Stroud, but that's another pass to Dameon Pierce over the top. That's 2 straight drives with huge pass plays. 2nd and 10, Stroud going to hand it off, and Dameon Pierce goes backwards right into the blitz. Jeff Okuda, 3rd and 15. We're going to back up a little bit, give him some space here. I don't want him to beat us over the top, which they've been doing on 3rd down here. It's Stroud looking to pass. Stroud stepping up, and Stroud firing, and he gets it to his receiver, John Mechie, with the 1st down, just barely. Our defense hasn't been playing well against this young Texans offense. Stroud adjusting the play here at the line of scrimmage. It's play action. Stroud stops, pops, and that's another completion to Mike Williams in front of Kewan Haas. 1st and goal now here at the 7. It's a completion underneath. That's Mike Williams. 2nd and goal now. Stroud still remains in the gun here with Pierce next to him. That's going to be some pressure in his face, and now, come on, Kewan Haas. You got to pick that. 3rd and goal now. Big play here from the 3-yard line. Max Crosby. I don't know what that was. We're going to hold him to 3, I think, honestly. And that does look like what we're going to do. It's a kick. It's up, and it's good. It's going to be 17-13. Raiders still in front. 1st and 10 here. Let's see if we can get some points before halftime. We're going to have an open Josh McCollum. That's a good play, and he gets out of bounds. That's what we needed. Another 1st down up around midfield now. We're going to go underneath. That's Quantel Johnson open. 1st down. Let's rush to the line. Hobbs gets the snap off here with 1:02 left. They send some pressure. Let's check it down again. We'll go underneath. We'll call our first time out here. I want to adjust our formation. 2nd and 7, 57 seconds. We're going to hit it quick. That's Michael Mayer in front of the safety. Let's rush to the line. 37 seconds. We get the snap off. We're going to go to Jacoby Myers, and Myers is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's going to be 24-13. We're going to extend our lead prior to halftime. 30 seconds left. Stroud snaps it. He throws it underneath. That's an open Mike Williams who's going to get him past midfield. 24 seconds left. A sack here would probably end this drive. That's what I hope we can get as we send some pressure at Stroud, and he throws it in the coverage. That's swatted down. Back him up a little bit here. 20 seconds left in the half. A completion underneath won't kill us, I don't think. As we're trying to send some pressure at Stroud, it doesn't work, as that's Dameon Pierce busting off the tackle. They're probably in field goal range if they call that timeout. They call the timeout with 8 seconds left to line up a 50-yard field goal that is up and good. Maybe it was 51 yards. As we head into halftime here, it's 24-16, and you can see this is a pretty close game, and I think it's going to come down to the wire. Let's kick this away to begin the second half. A.J. Cole boots it down there, and it's just going to be a touchback. I don't see him taking that out. 3rd and 6 here. C.J. Stroud and the Texans looking to pass. Can't get any pressure in there, and he finds Hopkins. First down, Texans. That'll keep this drive alive for him as they go to Dameon Pierce on the ground, and Pierce busts off on a missed tackle on me. Dang it, that's my fault. 3rd and 13. We're going to send a little bit of pressure at Stroud, and he has DeAndre Hopkins open. We can't cover these guys. Maybe we need to switch to some zone coverage, and you might see more of that here in the second half, because every time we run man, they're just getting open. But look at that zone, and Mike Williams picks up 9. Maybe we'll be able to hold him to 3 by some miracles. Dameon Pierce is bottled up. It's now 3rd and 4, and that's going to be a pass from C.J. Stroud. And look at that, open underneath John Mechie. First down, Texans. They keep moving. Stroud's up under center, and it's going to be a handoff, and he breaks Max Crosby's tackle. It was, a short gain still. We're going to go ahead and try some man here, even though I don't think it'll work. And it's Pierce going out wide, and Pierce can't get anywhere. I feel like I'm making a bad decision here running zone, but we're going to take a chance on 3rd and 8 and zone it up. Let's back everybody. There we go. I didn't want to back him up. I accidentally did. It's Stroud on the move. Stroud throws it right to Divine Diablo. Why did he go out of the end zone? I took my hands off the controller. Okay, so that interception is huge. Now let's see, can we maybe get this going a little bit as we find Devontae and get some space here. But we lose Landon Dickerson to injury. That could be devastating. Please tell me he's not hurt long term. And to be honest, I don't know, because I guess I hit the button too quickly. So that's even more devastating as we're going to bring in Ramondre Stevenson, give him a carry, and Stevenson's going to get us away from the goal line. That's his best carry as a Raider. Landon Dickerson sprained his MCL. We're going to keep him out till he's healthy. 3rd and 5 here for the Raiders. We're going to have to pass. Let's see if Hobbs can find anybody open. He has Michael Mayer quick off the line, who's wide open, going down the seam. He breaks a tackle. He's all the way out to the 41-yard line and past midfield. Big play for the Raiders. This offense finally is getting going again. 2nd and 5, handing it off. Quantel Johnson getting outside. Quantel hitting the gas. He's going down the sideline and down at the 14-yard line. Hardwicks checks into the game here, and Hardwick's going to get his first carry. Hardwick gets out wide, and that's going to be a touchdown for Greg Hardwick. What a play. It's been a while since we've seen him in the end zone. I don't think he's done it this year, and I think he scored once or twice as a rookie. Either way, big play for the Raiders. And here we are at the end of the 3rd quarter. Raiders leading this one 31-16. They haven't put up the passing yards of the Texans, but they have the action on the ground with 141 rushing yards. Stroud looking to pass here. Stroud throwing it into coverage, and Keywan Haas again can't hold on to the ball. He's got to pick that off sometime. You spend a top 5 pick at corner, and you just want to see him finish it, man. He looks like Sauce Gardner out there, in my opinion. As that's a pressure on Stroud and forces a bad throw. We are going to get a stop, and we might be able to seal this game up. Quantel's going to find space out wide again, and he's going to run into the safety, and Petrie stops him. Big play, though, to start our next drive. 3rd and 7. We're looking for either Mayer or Devontae on this play, and that's going to be Michael Mayer. What happened? He fumbled the ball. Are you kidding me? We pump faked it. Apparently, I hit the button twice. Oh, no. Will Anderson made the play there. That's on me. I guess I double-tapped the button. I definitely can't get it and do it when I want to, lob a pass. But we get pressure in there, and Stroud goes backwards quick. Akeem Davis-Gaither in on the blitz. So now it's 3rd and 12 for the Texans. In the gun, Stroud. He's going to just hand it off, and Pierce goes down. I hate the play call. It's going to be a long field goal try. And instead, they're actually going to go for this. 4th and 14. I still don't like the play call, even if they plan on going for it. It's going to be a quick pass by Stroud, and Okudah can't hold on. We should have picked him off like 5 times today. Josh McCollum open underneath. That's going to be a first down and more. Under centers Hobbs. We're going to hand it to Ramondre Stevenson, who cuts it to the backside, finds some space. That was a nice run. Big 3rd and 1. Here's the Raiders are in their 4-minute offense trying to kill the clock. It's Quantel Johnson converting. Quantel finding space. One man to beat. Throws the stiff arm, and he can't get his speed back. That's still a big play down to the 16-yard line. And the Raiders are going to be able to keep running clock. 1 yard away from 100 yards is Quantel Johnson. He gets this carry, and that should give him 100 yards on the day as he picks up 7. He's at 106. Another great day by our rookie running back. 2nd and 3 here. We're going to hand it off to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to find some space, get the first down, and lower his shoulder. Stevenson remains in the game, and we're going to snap it with 1 second left. Give it to him, and he's going to get bottled up. I trucked when I didn't need to. Let's see if we can get him a score, though, after the 2-minute warning. Stevenson still in the game here. Let's get him that touchdown I just lost. And that's what we do. Touchdown, Raiders. This one's over. I'll see you in the post game. That's going to be a pick by Derek Forrest. We're going to have to show that off. That's going to be your ball game, though, right here. The Raiders moved to 3-0 following their victory over D'Amico Ryans and CJ Stroud and this young, impressive Texans team. They gave us a fight early, but late we came through. It's 38-16, and we had some big plays in this one from our defense. We had a lot of dropped interceptions, and I feel like we left a lot of points out there. Let's go ahead and look at our player stats. Ray Hobbs finished 17 of 25, 208 yards, a touchdown, a pick, 68 completion percentage. That's great. Quantel Johnson had 16 for 106. We had 5 for 46 from Ray Hobbs. That included 2 kneel downs. Ramondre Stevenson, 5 for 34 in a score, and Hardwick had 1 for 14 in a score. Through the air, it was Michael Mayer, 4 for 78. Adams caught 4 for 13. McCollum caught 3 for 43. 3 for 54 in a score for Myers. Quantel and Greg Hardwick each had a couple of receptions. Taking a look at our defense, it was Divine Diablo leading the way with 10 tackles. TFLs, it was 2 for Wilson, 2 for Okudah. Bunch of other guys actually had 1. Taking a look at sacks, Jeff Okudah had 1 late. Akeem Davis-Gaither and Divine Diablo. We had picks from Divine Diablo and Derek Forrest to seal it up officially at the end. Taking a look at the Houston Texans, it was CJ Stroud finishing with 312 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. He struggled in this game a little bit. Dameon Pierce was bottled up. Mike Williams and DeAndre Hopkins and Dameon Pierce actually all burned us through the air, though. We had a lot of trouble stopping their passing attack. Stroud looked really good at times, but he had a lot of turnover-worthy plays. If you look into the metrics that you can find on PFF, this would have been a high turnover-worthy play game. Overall, though, I got to say, he played pretty well, as Teron Johnson's the one that picked us off. Coming out of that game, we had Kewan Hawes with an upgrade here. We're going to go into man-to-man. I wish I could make him a receiver and improve his catching, but we'll take that. He's up to an 82 overall. He gets 2 man in 1 zone. We're going to go ahead and quickly look at the players ready to negotiate. We got Jacoby Myers. Colton Miller's somebody we probably want to sign. Cesar Ruiz is a maybe. Keenan Allen, probably not. Okudah, probably not. Akeem Davis-Gaither, maybe. We have a lot of guys, it looks like, but most of them are people that I think we're okay with moving on from following this season. Maybe we want to keep our kicker and punter, AJ Cole and Daniel Carlson. I think those are probably the first 2. Let's start with Carlson here and see how much money it's going to cost. About $5 million a year. He's a 30-year-old kicker. I'm going to extend that out to 5 years and see if he will take that. Okay, he didn't take it, but we're going to offer a little more money, and we're going to bring him back. He matters to this team. We're going to also sign punter AJ Cole. This one's much less, so we'll throw a little bit sweetener on there. It's a 4-year deal, and he's going to take it. AJ Cole returns. We're also going to go ahead and offer a contract to Colton Miller. He is a stud left tackle. He's 29, so we're going to take a chance, give him a 5-year deal. I think O-linemen tend to age decently, especially if they're a good player like he is. He's an 89 overall guy. So we're going to take a chance, and we're going to offer him a 5-year, $115 million contract extension with $46.5 million guaranteed at signing, and that's exactly the offer he wanted. He'll be back. Next up, we have a QB1 check-in. They've played really well lately. We're going to go ahead and praise the team mentality. I want to praise Hobbs, but I feel like team mentality will help the team as a whole. So let's go ahead and hit our upgrades. First up's backup safety, Nick Cross. We're going to go into hybrid for him. Let's get him up just a higher overall and make him a better player overall. Backup right tackle, Walker Little is up next. And for him, we're going to go ahead and do his power. I think we just need to make him a better player overall. D-tackle Evan Wilson, our 3rd round pick, I believe he was. Maybe he was our 2nd round pick this year. We're going to go ahead and upgrade his power rusher. I need more of a pass rusher on the interior. Backup free safety Tyreek Jones. We're going to go into hybrid. Just make him a better player overall. All right, guys, this is where our format's going to start to deviate from what I normally do. I want to get some seasons pumped out of this and get into the future. So we're currently 3-0, going to take on the 2-1 New York Giants, who are surprisingly pretty good this year. As we take a look at their stats, their offense has been kind of down, as you'd expect, with Daniel Jones at quarterback. But their defense has been elite, and our offense that can hold up, because our defense has not been able to do that this year. They've been a little hit or miss, so we'll have to see what we're able to do. But now we're going to jump into the Giants game. You may see a few highlights of the gameplay, and then what I'm going to do is show off the stats at the end in the game to show you that I played, even though I guess I could sim it in there. But I'm playing all the games. I just can't show every game. So if there's some cool highlights, we're going to show it off. And we're also going to jump into the Chargers game today as well. And we'll get into our bye and into week 7 in the next episode. Jumping in now to the end of the Giants game. We ended up winning this one 30-27. Let's go ahead and take a look at the scoring summary real quick. You can see we jumped out to an early lead in this game. The Giants really didn't give us a lot of competition once we took over in the second quarter, and that's why I didn't end up showing this game. The final score looked kind of close, but as you can see, they scored a touchdown with 50 seconds left in the game to even make it this close, so it wasn't worth showing it off. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of our player stats real quick. Ray Hobbs went 19 of 30 for 233 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Rushing, Quantel went over 100 with 104. Hardwick had 35 yards and a score. Ramondre Stevenson had 19, and then 3 for Hobbs. Receiving, we didn't have a big day from really anybody, but Michael Mayer had 76 yards, and Josh McCollum ended up with 69. Taking a look at our defense, Divine Diablo had 12 tackles, leading the team. Derek Forrest with 8, and Trayvon Morig with 8. TFLs, 2 for Evan Wilson, 2 for Divine Diablo. Good amount of other players with a TFL as well. Tyree Wilson, Jeff Okuda, Max Crosby, DeMar Cox, and Akeem Davis-Gaither each had a sack or half a sack, and we didn't have any interceptions in this game. Daniel Jones finished 18 of 31 for 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. On the ground, we ended up hurting Saquon Barkley and took him out for the rest of the game. He had 57 yards. He was averaging 9.5 yards a carry when he left the game. That ended up being a blessing, and that's how we were able to jump on him in the second quarter. Darren Waller ended up with just over 100 yards receiving. He didn't get into the end zone, though. Defensively, Isaiah Simmons led them with 12 tackles. They had a really good day from Dexter Lawrence. He only has 3 TFLs, but that man, he was in our way the entire game. He was such a force in this one. Coming out of that game, we had an upgrade for Thayer Munford Jr., and he is now up to a 70 overall. He's a good backup tackle to have on the team. Next up is rookie defensive end Sandley West, and for him, we're going to go into power rusher, get him up to a 71 overall. That's a pretty good upgrade with 3 power moves. And then we have rookie running back Quantel Johnson, and we're going to go into power back again. Eventually, I do want to work on his elusive, but for now, 4 break tackles, fantastic. With our QB1 check-in, we played really well today. And, you know, that's not shocking. We won, so we each got 2,500 XP for all the players on the team. Next up, we're going to be taking on the LA Chargers. We're going to have an elite quarterback, which is obviously Justin Herbert. Basically, we're not going to do anything that's too crazy. I think we're going to do sacks as a goal because that's more attainable. It says we need to get 2+ sacks on defense, and we get 5 finesse move and power moves, which is cool. That'll help us get some pressure on him. We also have a ton of upgrades to get through, so first up is going to be Max Crosby. We're going to go into speed rusher. That's a good upgrade. Next up, we have kicker Daniel Carlson. We're going to go into accurate. It don't really matter. You get both no matter which one you choose. 2 kick accuracy is nice. Free safety Derek Forrest is up next, and for him, we're going to go into hybrid, and that gets him up to an 84 overall. Tight end Michael Mayer's up next, and for him, we're going to go into vertical threat. That also gets him up to an 84 overall. Tight ends get so much. Rookie wide receiver Josh McCollum with another upgrade already, and for him, we're going to go into physical. 3 spec catch is awesome. Divine Diablo's up next, and for him, we're going to go into field general. That's a pretty good upgrade. +3 zone and 2 man coverage. That's great. Next up is cornerback Jeff Okuda, and for him, we're going to go into slot. I think it's just the best way to make him a better player. 3 man and 2 press is awesome. Linebacker Akeem Davis-Gaither. We're just going to go right into pass coverage. Next up, we have center Isaac Baldwin, and for him, we're going to go into pass protector. It still gets him up to a 77 overall. Gets +2 pass block power. Next up, we have quarterback Ray Hobbs, and for him, we're going to go into field general. We need his accuracies to improve. And we get +3 throw accuracy mid and throw on the run. We'll take that. Antonio Bennett's up next, and for him, we're going to go into slot and just try to make him a better receiver overall. +2 medium route, 1 catch and 2 catch in traffic. That's good. Halfback Greg Hardwick's up next. We're going to go into receiving back. That's his role for us, and he does a good job at it. Cornerback Zach McLean's up next. We're going to go into slot. He's not the fastest guy, so I think that's going to be his long-term position for us. He gets +1 speed. We'll take that. Left outside linebacker Nick Knight is up next, and we're going to go into pass coverage. It might not be the best decision just because it's so low, but with him being an off-ball linebacker, we need him to be a little bit better at that. David Ania's up next, and for him, his is so bad we can't even bother trying to develop it. He doesn't really fit our scheme. We're going to go into speed rusher. He should honestly be playing defensive end for us probably. Right outside linebacker Garrison Barker's up next, and for him, pass coverage is close, so we're going to keep upgrading pass coverage because I think that's the best way to go with an off-ball linebacker. He gets +1 speed, 1 zone, and 1 man. That's good. Your 4-0 Las Vegas Raiders are going to be taking on the 1-3 LA Chargers, who are just a couple seasons removed from winning the Super Bowl. You're not going to see this game because they are in the next episode. In all likelihood, that's probably the team you'll see next time. They honestly haven't been very good this year. They're below average in everything. Like, I guess yellow's average, so they're average to below average in everything, as to where we're pretty much above average in everything except for our defensive ratings. Either way, I think it's going to be a good matchup for us. We're going to jump into it. You'll see me at the end or with highlights. We're going to show off the fourth quarter of this game. It's 9-3, and here's how the game's gone so far. It's been a defensive struggle. Both teams have struggled. I'm going to move my face cam so you guys can see the bottom here of the stats. So it's been a close fought ball game. Let's jump back into it now. It's 2nd and 5. They're at the 31-yard line. Chargers are driving, take the lead, and I did not expect a pull there from Herbert. Herbert going down the sideline. Herbert fumbles. That's going to be recovered by the Raiders. That's Malik Harrison at outside linebacker making the play. That's so important for us. We need some points on this drive here in order to start pulling away. It doesn't look too promising as Quantel bottled up here. 2nd and 10, Hobbs looking to pass here. Hobbs, he's got an open McCollum going down the field who holds on through tough contact. That's a big gain. We're up across, right near midfield now in this one. Big time 3rd and 3 here. Hobbs going to hand it off. It's Quantel Johnson getting the first down and powering ahead for a few extra yards. And I know we can still lose, but more than a 1-score lead would be great in this situation as we go to Devontae, who just pushes ahead, gets us a few yards. We're in deep field goal range, but with Daniel Carlson, we can hit this. Especially with his superstar ability here, you can see we get slow animations on these long kicks. It's up, and it's good. Daniel Carlson's going to give us the 12-3 lead. Chargers need a touchdown on this next drive. There's no question about it to try to get some momentum. Following that big fumble here, it's going to be Herbert on the move on play action. He's going to try to redeem himself, and he throws it right to Trayvon Moehrig. Guys, this might actually seal this game. If we score on this ensuing drive, we'll probably see you at the end, and I won't bother showing any more of this one off. Everything about that last play felt slow as it's Quantel getting the carry, pushing ahead. I'd really like to get a touchdown and feel like I put these guys away. Big 3rd and 7 here. We're looking to pass with Ray Hobbs. He's on the move. He's going to hit Jacoby Myers, who's wide open. First down. This drive stays alive. 4:56 left. Down at the 11, it's first down. We're going to run some play action with Ray Hobbs. Get him on the move. That's Devontae Adams. Touchdown, Raiders. That's probably going to seal this game up. We're going to go ahead and probably jump to the end of this game unless something crazy happens. But before we do that, we are going to go for 2, which actually does make sense. It gives us a 17-point lead here. We're going to throw it to McCollum, and we can't get it off in time. That's all right. It's an 18-3 lead. I'll see you if something crazy happens. This game has gone final. Your final score was 21-10. The Chargers made it a little bit closer, but there was nothing worth showing. Like I said, we took a bigger lead. They got a late touchdown. It ended up being an 11-point ball game, so that was the proper decision to end it there. Let's go ahead and show off our player stats for this one. Looking at our Raiders, Ray Hobbs finished 12 of 23, 181 yards and 1 touchdown. We had Quantel Johnson going over 100 yards on the ground. Really, he was the only impressive one. Devontae Adams caught a lot of passes, but didn't go anywhere, truthfully. Our receiving attack was held in check. McCollum led the team with 70. Defensively, it was Divine Diablo and Akeem Davis-Gaither leading us in tackles. We had 3 TFLs for Wilson and Max Crosby, 2 for Tyree Wilson, 2 sacks for Evan Wilson, 1 for Tyree Wilson, and 1 for Akeem Davis-Gaither. We had an interception by Trayvon Moehrig. Taking a look at Chargers, it was Justin Herbert finishing 21 of 33, 268 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. He had a crucial fumble that you guys seen here right at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Eckler finished with basically nothing rushing. We stuffed him. Quentin Johnston actually had a great day against us, 7 for 127 and a score. Looking at their defense, it was Alohi Gilman and Kenneth Murray Jr. leading their team in tackles. TFLs, they had 2 for Grenard, 2 for Bosa. They had a really good day on defense. I mean, ultimately it wasn't enough to win the game, but they did everything right. Coming out of that one, we have an upgrade for halfback Austin Johnson, who we don't really see play that much. We're going to go into elusive back, though, and get him up to a 70 overall. We also have an upgrade for Trayvon Moehrig coming out, and we're going to go into hybrid for him. That's a decent upgrade there, man coverage and awareness. We're able to have success against Justin Herbert, which is always a good thing. Our team played really well, which means we got another set of 2,500 XP for our defense. That's incredible. And Crosby will have his X Factor for our first game after the bye. That's amazing. We're not going to do the bye in this episode. We're going to start the next episode off of the bye. We play the Chargers again. We play the Chiefs. It's going to be a loaded episode for you guys in the next one. We're going to knock out 3 games again. We're going to do it the same way as we did this one. I'll choose the game, and I'll let you know at the beginning of the next episode that we're going to focus on. If you guys want to actually leave a comment below and tell me which one you would like to see, I'll show you the 3 games we're going to play. And you can tell me the one you'd like to see the most. We have the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Commanders coming up next. I think it's probably going to be Chiefs or Chargers that we show off, or maybe we go 50-50 with both games. As you can see, though, I recorded this episode completely throughout the day at my house, so my background's a little different. I would like to record them all in the mornings or all at night, because when it's dark, I have really good lighting. But during the daylight, I'm kind of in a corner, so I look dark. I just think it looks better when I record at night, but in order to get these episodes out and to really get this series going and give it the respect it deserves, I don't think I treated this series right, and I really want to start pumping it out again. So this was kind of the easiest way for me to get this episode done and start getting ahead on this franchise, so that way we can get it out consistently. Either way, let me know what game you guys want to see next. I'm LDJ11. I want to thank you for watching. Let's celebrate the fact that we're 5-0, and we have almost won as many games as we've won in this entire series already this season. I don't really know what changed. We had a great draft, and things just came together. We're an 87 offense, 85 defense, so we're a much better team. But, man, it feels incredible to be 5-0. Hopefully we can go 3-0 in the next episode, although I doubt it. The Chargers and Chiefs are tough teams to play against. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll be back with more Coach KJ, I'll be back with more Raiders franchise, not Coach KJ soon. I'm out.